All right, guys, we are live. Today we're actually going to be talking about Honda versus Toyota. My friend Nick over here is going to be talking and defending Honda, and I'm pretty much going to be defending Toyota. So let's hear from Nicholas.
Well, it is a bit difficult to defend Honda, if you will, as a Toyota owner, but I do know that there's a lot of them out there, well tuned, perform extremely well. And I will say, for equal time and money, a Honda Civic will serve you better than a Toyota A92. I love my 92, but facts are facts. Like, you can build a Civic a lot quicker than you could a 92, quicker and easier.
And cheaper. A lot cheaper. A lot
Well,
cheaper.
I did say for equal time and money.
That's true. That's true. Honestly, when it comes to Honda and Toyota, one of the things I really got to say, like, as he was saying, I love A92s, I love Toyota Corollas, but that's one of our biggest hinders with Toyota and most Toyotas I got to say out there. Toyota's they're getting a lot scarce. There's not a lot of huge aftermarket support unless you're one of the top dogs. And what I mean by top dogs is like the Toyota Supra, the the Toyota GT86,
The
like these
AE86.
the AE86. When if you're these top dogs, then you get that special attention that similar to Honda. But the crazy part between Toyota and Honda is even if you have like an Upper S or a Supra or a 86, none of that's cheap. But with a Honda, you have so much aftermarket support and it's stupid cheap. Whether you get the eBay option or even like the name brand options, they're actually pretty affordable.
Well, yeah, exactly. You can get a lot of aftermarket parts, even OEM replacement for a Honda. You need a fender, okay, you pick it up. It's like what, $50, something like that. Whatever. Don't quote me
Exactly.
on that, but just saying, if you need a fender or door or a headlight cover or a bonnet, because it is
Right.
a bonnet, and I will fight you on that. If you need a hood for your SR5 or GTS, like, shit out of luck, buddy. You're gonna have to get looking and fork out some real
Yeah.
dough, like
Junkyard. They're gonna have to go to junkyards, Facebook groups to be able to find body parts
junkyard.
yeah.
Dude, in my neck of the woods, junkyards not only don't have Corollas from that time, they barely have any Toyotas from that time at
Oh
all.
no. Yeah,
I
no.
I think the oldest Toyota I saw at my local junkyard was like a mid 90s Tercel.
I was about to tell
Yeah,
you. Yeah, like honestly, anything in my toy yards, it's all Toyota Corollas, but like 94 and up. Honestly, it's like
yeah,
any
the
1994
E100, the
Corolla or
E110.
Toyota. You
Yeah,
can't find anything older. Back then, like I don't want to sound like back then, like maybe like 5, 6 years ago, you can find any Toyota, man. MR2, Tercel, A92. You can find sometimes
Paseo.
you can find anything. Even Paseo. Yeah, I had a lot of Paseos back then. Now you can't
Oh,
find
I
anything.
would kill to have another. Dude, I would love a Paseo. I've had one, gutless, always on the floor. Didn't mind, didn't care. It was fun. So much fun to drive.
Paseos are really nice. If any of you have heard of a Toyota Paseo, it's a really nice car. It's a very underrated car, very reliable car,
Yeah.
but very true. And
But you're gonna
uh,
run into the same problem of struggling to find parts because you mentioned that Toyota makes parts for the A70 and A80 Supra and the A86. They're a heritage program. Like, yes, you can get brand new parts. They will cost you, but you can get them.
it's just not like a
The
Honda.
for the 92, like
Nope. For
nothing.
yep, exactly.
I
And
felt the A92, the A86 is long forgotten little sister.
yeah, oh, I was gonna say brother, but okay, you could say sister. You could say
Uh,
sister too. But yeah, I
yeah,
was
yeah.
trying to
Well, it's because
uphold
in
those.
French, a car is
Oh,
referred to as like feminine, like une voiture. So sister in that mindset suits better, but whatever.
nah, I'm joking.
Again,
Nah.
le French Canadian in the
There
house.
we go. That's why. We got a comment over here saying Honda makes way easier power. And honestly, I agree, man. Like when it
Yes,
comes, man, especially like
a lot more
there's
options.
exceptions. Yeah, a lot more options. And there's a few exceptions to the rule. Obviously, like the Supra, you can make huge amounts of power. But honestly, that's I think one of the only big exactly money. That's the one of the only outliers. But like, yeah, Honda's almost any Honda you can look at, you're making pretty big power. The 8 series, the B series, even the D series, if you turbocharge them,
Oh, K,
man.
go K. To quote David Pratt from Speed Academy, K swapped the world. Like,
Yeah,
dude,
the K series is equivalent to the 2JZ. It's a 2JZ Honda. That
yeah, but
it's
it's a four
Honda's
banger.
2JZ. Well, exactly. You see,
Yeah,
it's like
but dude, you can almost get like, if you fork out the money though, you can almost get an NA like K24 up to 300 horsepower. It's gonna rest like a motherfucker though. Like you need a free flowing exhaust, but it's gonna be rowdy as all hell. But you can
hmm
do it.
that's true. That is freaking true.
But
That
yeah,
is.
like you're gonna put a lot of money in a 4AG, even at 20 valve. Like you're gonna put like 5 grand into it, and it's gonna make like 20 more horsepower.
I was about to say you could, especially with those of you that are searching to make NA power out of like engines like the 4-cylinder 4AGE. You're going to put a lot of money into something that's maybe if you're lucky you can get 200 horsepower. Like I mean, you're spending a couple K and making if you're
Dude,
only going NA,
that's
it's
a
ridiculous.
build block, like whole bottom end, like even the top end
Bill it
crazy
nice.
cams.
hmm
Like
It's true.
it, it's a fun engine. It's a good engine. But if you're looking to make big power of 4Gs, not the way to go. I'm gonna be honest about it. And I
Very
love
honest with
my
you.
20 valve.
Me
You
too.
know I
And I have a
do.
16 valve.
Like they're fun. They sing their lungs out. They're lively. They're revy. I love it. Big power
But
though, okay,
um,
it's not there.
it's yeah, it's just they're these Toyotas are fun as they are, and we're both Toyota guys. We're not defending Honda because we have Hondas and we like Honda. But I mean, the truth's out there. It's just
Two
easier
of
to
my
mod a Honda.
friends, two of my friends have like track-ish Honda, like weekend warriors built Hondas, all the EKs, 4 door, a 2 door, and a 3 door. Two of them have the D16. One of them, the hatchback, has the Y7 Y8 combo. I forget which is the head, which is the block, but
Mm.
it's no rocket, but he drives the snot out of it, and it's reliable. It hasn't blown up, and should it ever blow
Lightweight.
up, he told me the reason he kept D series is that he can just go to the junkyard,
Oh,
swipe one up
literally.
for peanuts, smash it in, and just get back on track. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Because I used to have a D series Honda Civic, and man, literally, I could go to any junkyard right now and pick up an engine or trans right now. If I want to, and for stupid cheap.
yeah,
There's
they
people.
make good
Yeah,
jam. Honestly, you can make
yeah,
150 horsepower, something like that. Like that's like a
yeah,
high trim, OEM, but fancy shit. But dude, if you decide to build it up even higher, like who knows, like
yeah.
160, 170, something like that on a
Y-
single cam, dude. That's good
I've
bang for your
seen
buck right there.
some push even way past that on turbo. Well, it's a turbocharged one. I wasn't
Oh,
it
turbo,
wasn't.
you might be looking at 300 plus, but
Yeah,
again,
I've
that's
seen some
probably with a built
300
bottom
three.
end.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Honestly, I think I've seen a few that weren't on a built. I mean, you know how long those last. The ones that aren't built bottom end. But I've seen a couple around the 300-400 range of a D series, man, just pushing straight up mad power, man. And oh, the cool thing about these Hondas is like, for example, if you got a Toyota Corolla, whether it's an A86, an A92, an MR2, straight out the gate, you're maybe making 120 horsepower if you're lucky, depending on which one you have.
Mm.
The Honda Civics, especially if you get the EX model, you're making 130 horsepower right out of the gate. It's light and it handles like straight out the box. It handles so much way better than most Toyotas that we have, especially the E92. It handles so good because it has that nice double wishbone setup in the front.
Hmm. See, I did not know that about the Honda Civics.
I did not know either. And then I owned one. I was like, yo, what? No wonder everyone's talking about the handling. Oh my
Oh,
god.
rip, rip to your lovely silver Honda. Man, that
Yeah, I
thing was
used.
glorious.
I
And
yeah, I
I don't
used to
know
have a
who
1998 one.
is, but he said Honda is better in every way, but I refuse to join them. I
Wait, let's
would.
see.
I
Yeah,
would not sacrifice my 9.2, but I would join the Honda gang.
you better join the Honda gang. You got to join the Honda gang. I
You
said
have joined them. You
I
have.
have, and then you know what's
So
funny? I didn't do it by purpose. I always said the same thing that he said, that I'll never fuck Honda. I hate Honda, whatever. And then I my Corolla blew up its engine, and then Honda was one of the options that I could get into the back into driving. So I was like, okay, I'll go for it. It looks good. It looks great. It's a 4 cylinder. I went,
it was
man. It was one
great.
of the best things I ever did. I love that freaking car so much.
Um, dude, I'd have one. I have no qualms about it. I'm not super loyalist. Like seriously, I can fully realize like the pros and cons of every brand. I'll joke about every brand. Like a friend of mine had his '79 Marquis. He brought it to a meet,
Uh,
started leaking oil. Like, well, yeah, it does. It's a fucking Ford.
oh
But
yeah,
had it
yeah.
been my car,
Mine leaks
either
too.
my Micra or my Toyota, I would have done the same fucking joke.
Yeah,
So
no,
it's like
no.
I'm no loyalist. Like
I used to be.
the Civic or hell, an old school Mazda Protege.
Those are cool.
Lightweight
Those
little
are cool cars.
motherfuckers, but dude, do you know about the B6T engine? It's a little 1.6 turbocharged from factory from the 323 GT. Makes about
Cool.
130 horsepower. Like,
They're
dude,
sick. They're sick cars.
this
I
could be
almost got one.
tempting.
I
This could be
almost got one.
tempting. And they're stupid lightweight. Like, I'd fuck with that.
Hmm. Yeah, no, they're really cool cars, man.
Um,
I swear, I almost got one.
a friend of mine has a Miata. Like, dude, you want to put coilovers on this bitch? Let's do it. I'll help. I'll drive it. Like, I want to try everything as much as I can. I'm not a loyalist, but I will have my preferences, like everyone does.
Right, yeah. And that's what one thing every single car guy watching this stream that you really got to think about. You have to keep an open mind. Like before, I had most Toyotas all the time. I only owned Toyotas. I had like, some Mitsubishis here and there, but I absolutely love Toyota. And in my mindset, I didn't like Honda like that. BMW, I'm like, that's freaking overrated. Ford, I'm like, fuck Ford, piece of crap car. And you know what's funny? Almost all the cars I talk shit on, I ended up owning one of those brands. So when I got a BMW, I'm like, man, I see the appeal here. This thing's like a cloud, and it just goes. And then Honda, I'm like, man, I see the appeal. It handles really like on rails, and then and then I got a Ford Mustang, and I'm like, damn it,
V6 New
I'm
Edge.
wrong. Huh? What was that?
V6 New Edge.
Yeah, I got a 1999 Ford Mustang V6, and everybody who talks crap on V6 Mustangs, go fuck yourself. But I do gotta say, honestly, like
Yes,
coming
I
from
will.
cars that are 100 horsepower, this thing pulls, man. This thing pulls. So you guys got to keep an open mind when you Toyota versus Honda. I gotta say, try both. If you're a Honda guy, go for a Toyota. If you're a Toyota guy, go for a Honda, or at least go test drive one. Trust me, you'll see the appeal really quick. They're awesome
Well,
cars. I love both.
which is best? Which one fits your needs best? Which one really connects with you? You know, which one can you
Ah,
afford? Which one do you connect with? Like, which one is for you? That's not for us to decide. That's for you.
yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. Because
That's a lot of
honestly,
words
I'm
to
all
say
for
absolutely
Toyota.
nothing. Like, which is best? Eh, whichever one you like. Uh
Yeah, my bad.
oh.
It depends on your budget. Because really, if you're just getting into the car scene, go for a Honda. Like to be very serious, go like if you are very low on money right now and you're looking for something really reliable, but you're not. If you don't want or have time for a project, I want to say just go for Honda. It's a lot easier. If stuff breaks, it's a lot easier to fix. But if
Yeah.
you're very dedicated, go for a Toyota because like it'll be hard to find some parts. It'll be hard, not a lot of YouTube guides, but go for it because it's worth it. It's different. You're not gonna see one
Well,
of these old school Toyotas out there
uh,
all the time. So I'd say go for Toyota if you're up for the challenge, because Honda, I
well,
love Honda, but
I did a small discovery just today. Um, I had ordered oil pan gaskets for my 4AG. You know, going right off instinct, like I order a gasket for 89 Corolla GTS. It must be the same. 4AG is 4AG, right?
nope.
I get a gaskets, and just yesterday I ordered them weeks ago. I had them for all this time. Look at my oil pan in my windage tray. Like one side is straight, but the other side has a kind of a notch in it, like a
Uh,
four-wheel drive. And
really?
then I look at my gasket. I'm like, this is not gonna fit. That's not gonna fit at all. So yesterday I contacted CarQuest and I'm like, hey, can you order me a set of gaskets for the all-wheel drive? And I only have one, but the GTS has two gaskets. Can
I
you
had
tell
no
me why?
idea. No,
Really?
zero clue.
There's an oil
Two
pan
gaskets?
and a windage tray. So say you have the block, put
Uh,
a gasket, put the windage tray, put another gasket, and then the oil pan. That's
really?
why, yes, that's why in the GTS it comes with a set of two. But the four-wheel
I had
drive
no
being a
idea.
4AF, it's not a performance model. It only needs one. So I had to order two of those.
I didn't even realize that. What in
Yeah.
the
Well,
world?
I made the discovery when I was chiseling away at all the silicone. Because when I tore down
This is what happened with
my
my 4G.
yeah, when I tore down my 4G, dude, Megazip doesn't even have part number for gaskets. There are no gaskets in the Toyota blueprints. Just silicone the shit out of it. And
Yeah, that's what they did for my 4G. Yeah,
I mean, it'll work,
it will, but
but
it's
if you
just
can
messy
have
as hell
gaskets,
and unprofessional.
gaskets are more convenient. And I watch Nick's Garage on YouTube. It's a really nice Quebec-based garage. And this guy Nick, when he dismantles engines and he finds silicones, he doesn't like it at all. He's like, the gasket makes the seal as it should,
Yeah, I
but
don't care.
sometimes you have a little leak, so
You got to do what you got to
you know,
do. You got to do
yeah,
what you're
yeah, I
supposed to
get
do.
it.
That's what I do. I do that a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Uh,
Uh, I get way more positive comments with my GTF than I ever had with any.
this,
Yeah,
this right
yeah,
here, this right here. I get like this is why I love driving my Toyota. Man, even non-car people, I get so many comments on like, "Oh, I love your car. What kind of car is that?" The kids were like, "Oh my god, put the headlights on!"
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
everybody, even strangers that you kind of know that they're not a car person, they're like, "Wow, that's an awesome car." I'm like, that's why I
Yeah,
love driving my Toyota. Like everybody loves it. Everyone
that's
smile, bro. I had a right-hand drive imported Supra, like pull up to me at a light, and he just like, dude, I love your car. I'm like, bro, I'm geeking over your car. Like, that's crazy.
that's the appeal of driving an obscure car. Like, it stands out, but it's not. It's not garish. It's not like bad taste. It's just, oh, this is different. Well, what is this?
Exactly, exactly.
Right then and there, you strike up a conversation. Might even make a friend. That's how I met my buddy Josh. Like, he had his 85 RX-7, like in in a grocery store's parking lot.
Really?
Seen 85 RX-7, like, oh, the hood's up. Someone must be working on it. I wouldn't leave the hood up on my car and just go get groceries. So I walk up, and this guy's like spitting, like, is everything all right? He's like, yeah,
What?
yeah, yeah, just my car had a leak and I couldn't figure out like visually what it was, so I tested it. It's coolant.
You're wild.
Okay, okay.
that's
But we
a
struck
way
up a
to test it out.
conversation and we're good buddies now. I'm like his son's unofficial uncle and shit like that.
Oh, that's
So yeah,
cool. That's cool. That's
that should
really beautiful
come
feeling.
out of nowhere.
I actually had that. Well, not the exact thing, but like same exact thing with RX-7 with their hood open, and I struck up a conversation with people. It's really cool that you can see these exotic. I don't want to say exotic, but they're kind of exotic. Obscure cars,
Yeah,
and they just start
unusual.
conversation. Yeah, and that they just strike up conversation really quick. It's like
Yeah.
a icebreaker, if you will, you know.
Well, the funny
And
thing
what it
is, I've had a lot of people tell me, "Oh, I used to have one just like that. You know, when I
well,
was young, it was a rear-wheel drive." Oh, I'm sorry, you're talking about the
oh
A86.
yeah,
This is an A92. Like,
I had that happen
fair
a lot
enough.
with my
They
Toyota.
look similar, so someone who doesn't know all that much can confuse it. Like, I get it. Like, it's
Exactly.
just okay. This is the forgotten little sister to this very famous car. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't mad. Let me
It
just,
happens.
educate you a little bit. Honda
I can
Bond
help
was
you
my
out.
best friend, says Tim T. Who's Tim T?
What was that? Hold up.
92 looks
Oh,
better than the 86. Hmm.
I
I
like.
don't
Yeah, I
disagree.
agree. I
I
agree.
don't
I'm
disagree with it.
sorry.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. The coupe look okay. Get
If we're
get me
talking
this way.
USDM, if we're talking USDM,
Mm.
agreed. If we're talking JDM, I don't know, man.
I
The
want to
JDM
say the
bumpers on both the 86 and the 92 are way better looking than the USDM ones, and I know you disagree with that, but I will die on that hill.
okay. Let's talk US.
Come at me, bro.
US.
Come
I'd
at me.
say coupe. Coupe by far
Coupe.
beats A86. Coupe by far. Easy peasy. Like if it's coupe versus coupe, A92 wins. Like at least gotta give me that.
Yeah, okay. I'll agree on the 886. The coupe looks more like an afterthought. It looks to me like it was always meant to be hatchback, and they made a coupe based on a hatchback, but the 92 had no hatchback, not
That's
in the
true.
coupe version, so it
Yeah,
flows better. Yes, I will give you that.
yeah. Because honestly, it just looks like it looks like more. I like the
More
A92 all around.
cohesive, like it was
Exactly.
designed to be this way. It's not an afterthought.
That's true. That's true. Honestly, I don't know. I love how A92 was in a way just the well developed. It's like it was. They fixed a lot of nice things. So they made the body line on the coupe a lot more sexier. They made the interior a lot smoother. It wasn't as boxy how it was in the E86. They made the interior nice and smooth. Like I think they did a good job when it came to E86 versus A92. You know what I mean? But who am I? Who am I to judge?
I think if we're gonna talk about the ultimate rival to the 89-2, it's gotta be like in the same years the Honda Prelude. Like
Oh, the
performance
Honda
wise,
Prelude.
style wise, it is I believe its most
They
direct
had four wheel
rival.
steering too. Yeah, they had
Some
four
did,
wheel
some
steering on some of
no.
them. Yeah, that's true. I love the Prelude. I love the well. I like the 99 version, 1999. I love that Prelude. That
Oh, the
body was
square headlights,
yeah, sexy,
the
sexy.
BB6 chassis.
Yeah, the H22A one.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Oh wait,
they had them on. They had the H22 even early on in the BB4 chassis.
here, 1 second. Okay, I'm going to get my charger. You comment on this thing that I put on the chat. Okay, I'm gonna get my charger before my phone does.
Interior of the 86 was cool, though. I think. Yes, but thing is, if those break, well, you can get new ones, but again, you're gonna pay up for that. USDM overall is trash. Harsh, but fair. I will agree. Gen 6 Prelude. BB6, is that Gen 6? I would assume so. But with H22, like the Prelude has a big leg up on any 4AG.
Wait, you said the what?
With the H22, the Prelude has a leg up on any 4AG. Unless
Oh
you
man, H22
go
is
to
a
the ZGE.
badass. Wait, unless you go what?
Unless you go to ZZGE on the 92, which even
Oh
then,
man, two
it,
ZZs are dope.
no, it's a 2ZZ. Shut up. But
I'll
even
fight you
then,
on two ZZ.
it's a step up, but only to 1.8. So maybe like a 3SGE beams.
Okay, okay, hold on. 1 second, 1 second, man. Let me charge this up before I die. Okay. We are commenting back on that. What did you
Serious.
say?
Let's see. You can use a fan knob if it breaks. Really? I did not
You
know
can
that.
use a fan knob. What do you mean a fan knob? What fan knob?
About the light knobs on the AX6. It's
Oh,
not on the stocks. It's the knobs on the dashboard around the instrument cluster. Dude,
yeah. Because we use
you.
yeah.
Oh, hang on. You've seen Initial D, but you're not up to fourth stage episode 6. You were watching, I believe it's
I
episode
saw
3 or
all the
4.
episode episodes actually.
The blind attack when he
I
switched
seen
off
all
his
the.
headlights. There you go. That
Yeah.
knob. Um, I again I don't know who is,
Oh,
but he said you can use a fan knob if that knob breaks. Like,
that's true. When it's A92, we can't really do that, sadly.
well, no, it's on the indicator stock,
True that. Hold up.
and it's weird. Even with my quick release, like it moves the steering wheel close to me, but I still manage to reach the indicator well enough. Even going down the highway, I can
Oh wow, I haven't even
indicate.
gotten a quick release yet, but now I know.
So what fucking excuses do most people have for not using them? I
I
can do it,
sometimes I'll use. I'm not gonna lie.
dude. Okay, I will admit to something I shouldn't, but when I
Don't
go
do it.
to
Don't do it.
Mexico,
Don't do it.
when I go to Mexico, barreling down the highway at 100 miles an hour, I can still think and activate my indicator in time.
Your Toyota didn't go up to 100 miles per hour. Don't lie. Don't lie. No.
Okay, it's been up to 110.
There you go.
Well, more
My
specifically,
BTS never made it to 100.
really, more
Just because I never pushed
specifically,
that hard.
a friend of me were like heading on the highway in Mexico, when going nudge nudge, know what I mean?
This guy.
And I passed him doing 185 kilometers an hour, and I still had room to go.
Sheesh.
He was like, "The fuck, bro!"
Right?
With his 2004 the slow aura, it's
Audi.
called.
Audi. That's usually
Oh,
BMW that doesn't use turn signals. Nah. Audi drivers.
Canadian
I
Audi is
see.
the same as BMW.
Nah, I always see it's BMW, and I'm the BMW. Honestly, for everyone out there, so you know, at least for my BMW was one of the only BMWs. The E60 generation was the only BMW that didn't. You know, like how when you put the turn signal and then you turn the wheel and then the auto clicks off, right?
Yeah.
My dear BMW was the only BMW that didn't have the automatic thing. So you know what you had to do after every turn? You had to boop, you had to like
Yeah.
put the yeah. My BMW was the only one that did that. All the other ones after it, before it, every other series
That's
did the
why.
normal set. But
That's
my
why you
5
never
Series,
use it. You don't want to forget to
e-
switch it off. You
exactly.
don't
That's
switch it on
why.
at all.
So literally, when I
Fucking
drove that
prick.
BMW, I was like, "That's why people do it," or at least that's why these type of 5 Series people do it. You know. But yeah.
Explains a lot, but it's still a dick move.
Yeah. Let's okay. So let's hear the biggest thing. Why wouldn't you get a Honda? We've been talking about why you should get a Honda. Why shouldn't you get a Honda?
Well, pure and simple convenience. It's easier to work with. There's more parts. There's more support. Like I said, for equal time and money, you will get more bang for your buck out of a Honda Civic and A92. It's less obscure. It's not as cool, but if you're just looking to go fast, get something you can go on a track for a reasonable budget and time frame,
Mm.
a Honda Civic or a CRX.
Oh, Xerox is at that point you're talking obscure. At that point, at that
Well,
point,
the CRX is
892
better known than the 92. I will give it that. But okay,
they're
let's
more
say
rare.
EG EK Civic is gonna be more convenient. You're gonna get more done. Like, it's convenient, and you're gonna get really good results. And there's a lot of data. Like, you want to set up your suspension, shit like that. It's all documented.
That's true.
There is documentation for the 92 as well, but you gotta go digging a bit more.
That's
So
true.
I get it. If you just want something quick and easy, you can slap together and rips and tech, I gotta go with Honda.
Yeah,
But if you're fucking insane and you want to go digging, do fucking archaeology,
and you
like
have more style and more look and
yes,
like how it,
but you have to
because
be more careful not to get in a fender bender. Like
oh
there's
yeah,
pros and cons to
you really can't crash
everything.
these cars. Yeah, you really got to be a safe driver, and you got to not get into accidents or anything. Cause if you crash one of the, especially an A92 Toyota Corolla, or let alone any other one like HX whatever, you're good luck. You're gonna have a hard time looking for cars,
Oh,
especially Honda.
oh! If you like having a hard life,
Hold
choose
on.
Toyota. Ah, again, harsh but fair. I will give you that. Honda's a less style and sound worse. I don't know about the sound. Like it
Some of
is.
them sound they're very known for sounding bad. I'm not gonna. I'll give them that.
They are very
They could.
raspy, but I believe if you get the right combo of resonator and muffler, you can
I agree.
tone it down, but they are raspy by nature. Yes.
And to be fair, a lot of almost all because like I like Honda, and I haven't been driving a Honda in a minute, but when I do see Civics and this now, I'm like, damn it, because like they put the worst exhaust setup on it, so it sounds like the worst thing out there. I'm like, bro, y'all making us Civic drivers look so bad, with this shit.
Speed
Yeah.
Academy put a K24 in an S14 240SX a few years ago. They no longer have it, but man, I believe it was 3 inches all the way, and I heard that car like ripping on the track at Toronto Motorsport Park.
uh,
Like I was right there on the main straight. That thing was fucking obnoxiously loud, man. It was insane. Like I thought, yeah, okay, I've heard cars on the 90, no ear pro, like I can take this. No, I
nope.
can't.
No, no.
No, it was bad. It was bad.
I gotta say, Honda, man, like Hondas are pretty badass guys. Like you're gonna see those. Like I
They
mean,
will
there's plenty
go.
of memes and TikToks on it. Like what people pulling up with their Honda and they have the laptop and they're just setting up that
Oh,
bro. Like
oh
Hondas
no.
are fucking dangerous because they're lightweight and there's so much. Like I want to say the coolest thing about Hondas, and I love it by far, is there's so many of them. And what I mean is there's so many different models of them. For example, like for the K series, there's a TSX, and then there's a CRV, and both of them have the K series engine, and both of them had all-wheel drive variants. So you can make these Hondas, any Honda that you have, easily all-wheel drive when you go K swap. So it's so easy to mix and match things and build pretty much any Honda into a fucking monster. Whereas like me and you, we have our Toyota Corollas, and like whatever we're trying to do, for one, like not a lot of people have done it, and we don't have a lot of, for example, all-wheel drive options. Like if me and you wanted to go all-wheel drive, we're probably looking at a 2ZZGE, like the Toyota Matrix or whatever, the four-wheel drive Toyota Matrix or something. But it,
Not even. Not even because I believe the Matrix XR was only automatic.
Yeah, but you could still use that all-wheel drive.
The transfer case, I think it's still going to be very much forward biased.
That's true. Well, yeah, there you go. Look, like they have all these options for all-wheel drive, and for Toyota, it's really hard to. You're on your own when it comes to Toyota. You're carving your own road to modifying and fitting a car with a
You
certain engine.
are, you are, but not really, because also a very good segue for a shameless plug, because we have groups like A92 Performance and A92 USA Canada.
That's true. That's true.
We do try to help each other out. And I said something like the Kanjozoku style would be so much better. Sad they were forgotten. Actually, I believe No Good Racing is still going strong in Osaka.
Oh wait, hold on, 1 second. My live's about to dry up. My phone. Hold up, 1 second.
Damn, son. Almost 35 minutes already.
I
My God.
know.
Flies
Hold on.
by.
Hold on.
But yeah,
Come
like
on.
if you Google No Good Racing, like they're still ripping up the Hanshin Loop in Osaka. Like that Kanjusoku style, like it's still going strong, but it is very niche. I gotta give it that.
No, I agree. No, I completely agree. Completely agree. Here, hold on. Okay, we're actually going to probably end the stream early because my phone's on 1%.
Well,
So
early we had agreed like 20 to 30 minutes,
30
and we're
minutes,
at
yeah.
35. So yeah.
Well, thanks so much, Nick, for joining the stream. Guys, we are going to be probably doing maybe another stream, maybe in a week or two. But we'll definitely try to let you know earlier. But just so my phone doesn't die before I get to end this, thank you for joining the stream, Nick, and thank you guys all for watching. So,
Also, that advice from Ryan.
is it bad advice?
No, dad advice.
Oh, dad advice. There you go.
Because you're a dad, I'm not.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, let's hear it. What's your dad advice?
Okay, my phone's about to die, but make bad decisions. Get Toyota. Forget Honda. I mean, nah. If you want, get Honda. But I'd say really go for a Toyota Corolla A92 if you can show desire. So thank you guys for joining. I'm end this
Find
stream
what works for you. Make mistakes. Live and learn. Get better.
What you said. Okay. All right. Thanks for joining, Nick. Thank you guys all for watching.
Anytime.
We'll catch you in the next one.